Hey guys, Mark here. Hope you're all well today. Well, boy, if I got a treat for you today. I have the all-new Kawasaki Versys 2019, and this is the SE model with the electronic suspension. So this is kind of the bike that Kawasaki are wanting to pitch against the big names like the BMW R1200 or R1250, the Triumph Tiger 1200 or the Multistrada, all those big capacity adventure tourers. I have ridden the model before this and that was beautiful, but this is just fully spec'd out now. This has got absolutely every electronics package you could need on it. It's got the heated grips, traction control, ABS, riding modes, you name it. So let's walk around the bike and just have a little look at everything first of all. Fully adjustable screen. It's manual, but it goes up and down about 4 or 5 inches, so that's really nice. I don't know if you can see this shade of green, but every now and again Kawasaki they change their shades of green. This is absolutely stunning, this metallic green. It's quite dark as well, it looks incredible. You've got LED cornering lights on this now. Super strong 4-piston pots, calipers on pedal discs, so super strong braking power here. Bridgestone Battleaxe T31 Sport Touring tyres, so really good tyres, upside down forks. Obviously ABS or standard on this. A creamy, smooth 1043cc inline 4-cylinder bike on this one. So obviously the Triumph is an inline 3 cylinders. Multistrada is an L twin. Your Boxer twin, your BMW is a Boxer twin. So this is, this is a category all of its own, this, having 4 cylinders in line. So it's super smooth, really, really nice. Obviously, if you want to go for the GT model with all the panniers, you've got the mounts already on here, so no need for nasty scaffolding, and the colour-coded Kawasaki panniers and top box look absolutely fantastic. So just walking around the bike, I'm sure you'll agree it's absolutely beautiful looking. TFT screen on this one as well. So let's just run through a few specs for you. The base model of this, which doesn't come with the TFT screen, comes in at £11,199, and that goes right up to £15,800 for the GT model, which that comes with all the luggage. So it's very competitive price-wise. This comes with quick shifter, up and down. It comes with electronic suspension, LED cornering lights, smartphone connectivity, super durable paint, which they say actually repairs slight scratches. Riding modes are available on all the models, even the base model, and the base model comes with cruise control and heated grips as well. So pretty much this bike has the lot. This is definitely well up there with the other names in the adventure toy market in terms of spec. So let's hop on her. Now this bike is pretty tall. It's coming in at, I'm sure it is, just check my notes, 840mm seat height. They do a low seat for shorter riders. Now I'm only an average height guy, about 5'7", and I'm tiptoes on this. So if this was my bike, I'd be probably definitely buying the lower seat. Comes in at 257 kilos wet weight. So pretty much equivalent to, say, a Triumph Trophy. It's a big bike, it's heavy, but I've ridden it over here and it was absolutely fine. It's just a joy to ride. This also has the assist clutch and the slipper clutch, which makes it really nice light clutch action. And you've got power modes, low power and high power. And this has 120 horsepower at 9,000 RPM. So comparing it to, say, the BMW S1000XR, it's a bit down on power, but believe me, do not worry about that. This engine is geared for low and mid-range power and torque, and to be honest, you don't miss it. It's such a smooth engine with so much bottom-end power. It doesn't matter. 120 newton meters of torque at 7,500 revs. So really, really torquey. It's got that beautiful Kawasaki induction noise built into it, so it's got an awesome soundtrack as well. So anyway, let's hop on and give you my first impressions. So it is actually, considering it's 257 kilos wet, it's very light to pull off the side stand. It's quite surprising actually. And straight away, my God, what a bike, big wide screen. I've ridden all the way over here at 70 mile an hour with my visor up. Hugely good protection from the elements. Massive wide bars. Beautiful. I hope you can see this. TFT screen, which has lean angle sensors. It has throttle sensors, brake sensors. It's currently paired to my smartphone with the Kawasaki Rider app to give me all the details to my phone. quick shifter saying is on, outside temperature, engine temperature. I really like the fact that they've kept the analog needled rev counter here. That's really nice. But I do love the TFT screen on this. It's really clear. You've got your select button there for different parameters in the TFT screen. You've got your mode button, preload, which is obviously for different rider, one rider with luggage, 2 riders with luggage, that sort of thing. Cruise control, heated grips, fully spec'd out piece of kit. This is absolutely fantastic. Anyway, let's fire her up. So this is a beautiful, smooth, butter smooth. And when I say butter smooth, I mean as smooth as you could ever imagine. This engine is an absolute dream. So this bike is kindly loaned to me by the guys at Bournemouth Kawasaki here in the south of England. Right then, let's see what she rides like. So I know I always say it, guys, but these Kawasaki clutches are an absolute dream. It's the assist clutch, which is super smooth, super light, and the take is really close to the bar. And oh my god, this bike is fabulous. It's so smooth, it sounds awesome. This is a beautiful place to be. If you're looking for an adventure tourer to do hundreds of miles on in a day, you want to be looking at one of these. You know, it's so comfortable. You know, you could take 2 people on this, fully loaded up with all the Kawasaki colour-coded luggage, and it would be just amazing for days on end riding. So let's get her up to about 60, top gear. So we're just under 4,000 revs now, and I've got the screen in the highest position, and I can feel the wind going right up above my head. There's a whole bubble of calm air right here, so top marks of the screen, really adjustable, very wide as well. I like that. It's really wide. That's lovely. The screen is absolutely fabulous. We'll get onto that in a minute. Now the riding position is typical adventure tourer comfort. I'm totally upright. There's no weight on my wrist at all. The bars are super wide, just like the competitors, and it's just an A+ riding position. You could literally ride this 8 hours or more and get off and feel refreshed at the end. It's absolutely fabulous. So we'll just put the heated grips on. So mirrors are, as you would expect, lovely and clear, super view of the road behind me, no vibrations at all. Now we're cruising along at about 50 here in top gear, 3,000 revs, and I have to say there is 0 vibrations through the foot pegs and the bars. We'll take the revs up a bit later and see if we can feel any vibes at all, but so far I just cannot feel a thing. So the dash is absolutely wonderful to look at. It's telling me everything I need to know at a very quick glance. Fuel, speed, revs, gear indicator. I'm in road mode at the moment because it has riding modes. Engine temperature is 59 centigrade, 11 degrees centigrade outside. So the quick shifter works faultlessly on the up and the down. So I've got to take it a bit steady because these tyres are very new. So we're second gear now. We're going to track the quick shifter, give it to the throttle. Just super smooth up changes with no clutch. Just keep the throttle pinned wide open. Just beautiful, effortless, creamy power. Absolutely fantastic. So this seat is absolutely a dream. It's large, it's padded. I've been on this for about an hour now, and it's just, I could ride this for 8 hours straight off, no problem whatsoever. Now it's a very tall bike, and so as a result I have absolutely stacks and stacks of leg room. My legs are hardly bent up at all, and it could not be any more comfortable on your legs. The tank feels nice and wide, but my legs are in, and there's the fairing at the side. I can feel all the wind going past my legs. I say, if you want a nice place to spend a whole day of riding, you couldn't do much better than this. I say up to now, my most sort of favourite comfortable bike with a beautiful engine is the Tiger 1200 Triumph, but this easily matches that. So definitely, guys, you know, give this one a look at if you're in the market for one of these big adventure tourers. So we're trying the brakes out now. Bear in mind they're still bedding in. 60 mile an hour, hard on the front brake. Oh wow! Yeah, brakes are as strong as you could ever want. Brembo kind of strength, so really good there. Right, let's just take it down to 30 and see what the fueling's like. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Smooth as silk, no surging. So this bike has electronic semi-active suspension, and what that means is when it hits bumps, it very quickly softens up to give you a smoother ride, and when you're going for it in a more sporty riding, it firms up. And I can tell you now, the ride quality of this bike is absolutely 5 stars. Easily as good as any other of the other manufacturers I've ridden, if not better. This is one beautiful motorcycle to ride. So let's just try some top gear roll on with full throttle. 6th gear, down to 30. Here we go, wide open throttle. So there's your 40. Oh, this is fast. 50, 60, and it keeps on going. Back brake's really strong as well. I love the downshifter on the quick shifter without using the clutch. That's really nice. Right, some people have asked to see what the cruise control works like. We'll try that now. There we go, hands free. Super easy to use, just press one button and then press set, job done. So that's top marks for that. So you could just touch any brake or push the throttle forwards to kill that. Yeah, so far guys, this is one amazingly capable motorcycle. The screen is amazing, mirrors are good. It's got nice big hand guards so you don't feel any wind on your hands. My hands are nice and warm now. The suspension is absolutely sublime. It feels just right. It's comfortable. It's semi-sporty. I mean, this is no sports bike. It's a touring bike based for the road. It's not really going to match the BMW for off-road, the GS. But if you want a really nice piece of kit for 2-up touring or solo touring, definitely have a look at one of these. I know I've said it before, apologies, but the screen is beautiful to look at. Really nice. So 2nd gear, bit of power. Oh wow, that really shifts. It's just butter smooth. You know, you ride like twins and triples and you think they're smooth, but when you ride an inline 4, it's another level. It really is of smoothness. And Kawasaki, they build in nice soundtracks to the induction on the airbox, and when you open it up, it really sort of roars at you from down below. So yeah, it's very manoeuvrable with these big bars. Beautiful high position, you can see over everything. So I'm in a 30 limit now, so I'm just testing its 30 mile an hour riding potential. No hunting or surging, it's absolutely smooth as silk. And you know, for a bike that weighs in at 257 kilos wet, it really doesn't feel like it at all. This is, you know, I'm a small guy, I'm 5'7" and with average strength, sorry, and this is just a dream to ride. Yeah, the quick shifter on this feels very soft, for want of a better word. It's just very nice to snick up and down. So 3rd gear, full throttle, 40, 50s. So yeah, just snick up through the gearbox really quickly with that quick shifter. Fabulous, absolutely amazing. Yeah, I think the other manufacturers are going to start to get a bit worried now when, you know, this is, to me, as good as the Triumph 1200 and the BM. Cue the comments now. I know they're going to be lots now. Oh no, we want BMW. But this, guys, is a beautiful bike to ride. It really is. And it's pretty good value as well when you think of what you're getting. You know, fully specced out with all the toys, quick shifter, cruise control, electronic suspension as well. You know, it really is a serious piece of kit, this. Throttle response is absolutely impeccable as well. Just twist the throttle and it's going. There's no delay in twisting the throttle. Beautiful. I think with these big bikes, you just feel so kind of, I know you're not, but you just feel invincible on them. They're so big, they're so comfortable, they're so plush. It's like riding a, you know, it's not soft and soggy like an armchair, wrong word, but it's just, you feel so secure in it. It's just a dream to ride. Yeah, this is a lovely piece of kit. So we'll just quickly run through again in case I've forgotten anything. Screen is top marks. All the dash, I love that, especially the analog tachometer, rev counter. The level of equipment on this is first class, this being the SE model. The suspension is absolutely amazing. When I came over here, I went over a very bumpy bit of road for about 10 seconds, and you could feel the suspension kind of automatically get soft for it. It was really good. So it just clutchless gear changing, brilliant. So seat is very wide, very, very plush. It's not got kind of any annoying shape to it. It's just almost sort of flat, so there's lots of room. It's just padded and plush. It feels really good. Stacks and stacks of legroom. And as I said, no noticeable vibes anywhere really. So it's just super smooth, butter smooth engine, this. So obviously this is chain drive, which you know, you've got to bear that in mind. Some people do prefer, you know, the shaft drive for pure touring, but that's fair enough. Absolutely awesome piece of kit. Right, we're going to wrap this up now, guys, and have a final thoughts about this beautiful machine. Say it is quite a beastie in terms of height, so you do have to be a bit careful, but that's fine. Don't know if you can see that, but when you squeeze the brake, look, it goes up and down on there on the brake sensor. So see what she's got like into neutral. Absolutely fabulous. So if we hit the select button here, what does that take us into? Oh, it's all our different menus. So you've got vehicle settings, display, date and clock, service. So yeah, really nice. I suppose you're just gonna scroll through them all like that. Fabulous. Right, well, I'll leave her on so we can do a sound test. So it's inline 4, very smooth sounding. Hopefully you can hear that. It's just your typical nice smooth inline 4 sound really. Alright, let's try this screen out. So just two knobs to twist, so it just goes up and down like that. Yeah, sort of simple affair. So guys, there you have it. 2019 new Versys 1000 SE. Stacks and stacks of equipment, electronic suspension, amazing brakes, incredibly smooth engine, you know, great touring ability, big seat for your passenger. Imagine this with fully loaded up now with your Kawasaki green boxes, it would look really smart. What do you think of that? Is that something you like? If you're into touring, I think you should definitely come and have a look at one of these, take one of these out for a demo ride, because it is a beautiful piece of kit. And as I say, you can, you know, the base model starts at quite a reasonable 11,000. Okay, it hasn't got all the sort of electronic wizardry and electronic suspension, but the base model is still a beautiful bike for around about £11,000. So if you like this bike, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe, that helps me out. And just have one final walk around this beautiful piece of kit. I say that green is just about probably the best green I've ever seen Kawasaki make. Nice, obviously centre stand. There's your quick shifter in there. Nice rear hugger. Pannier mounts. So I do like all this kind of styling they've done on it. Let's get back to give you a nice view of it. Anyway guys, please leave some comments, let me know what you think about this bike, and I'll catch you all again on the next test ride, I expect. All the best, bye bye guys.